What if I told you that small, thoughtful changes in the way you approach your day to day life could save you hundreds, even thousands of dollars every year? It's not about cutting out everything you love or living a life of deprivation. It's about creating habits that give you more control over your spending while still enjoying the elegance and comfort you deserve. Imagine walking through your favorite store and feeling calm and confident about your choices, knowing that each purchase is intentional and meaningful. That sense of ease, of knowing your money works for you instead of against you, is what we're aiming for today. Here on Ageless Elegance, we believe that living beautifully isn't just about style, it's about wisdom, mindfulness, and making your life smoother in every way, including your finances. Over the next few minutes, I'll share 10 simple habits that anyone can start practicing right now. Habits that gently guide you towards spending less without ever feeling restricted. By the end of this video, you'll have actionable strategies that not only save money, but also enhance your daily life, making each choice feel thoughtful, intentional, and yes, elegant. Habit number 1 is what I like to call the 24-hour rule. The idea is simple but powerful. Before making any non-essential purchase, wait a full 24 hours. It's amazing how often we're tempted to buy something in the heat of the moment, whether it's a new pair of shoes, a kitchen gadget, or an online deal that feels too good to pass up. Giving yourself a full day to pause creates space to reflect on whether you truly need the item, whether it fits into your budget, and whether it will genuinely add value to your life. In many cases, once the initial excitement fades, you'll discover that you don't need it at all, and that's money saved effortlessly. A practical way to make this habit stick is to use a wish list or screenshot the item on your phone. Seeing it later, after a day or two, gives you a fresh perspective and helps separate impulse from intention. I've personally found that this small pause can prevent countless buy now, regret later moments, and over the course of a month, the savings really start to add up. Beyond the financial benefit, the 24-hour rule also encourages mindfulness in your shopping, turning each purchase into a conscious choice rather than a reflex. Over time, this habit becomes second nature, giving you a sense of control and confidence in how you spend your money. Habit number 2 is all about meal planning. And I can't emphasize enough how transformative this simple habit can be for both your wallet and your daily life. The idea is to dedicate one day each week, commonly Sunday, to plan all your meals for the coming week. It may sound like extra work at first, but the benefits are immediate and long-lasting. By deciding in advance what you'll eat for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and even snacks, you eliminate the constant stress of figuring out what's for dinner at the last minute, which often leads to expensive takeout or impulse grocery buys. Planning ahead allows you to make thoughtful decisions about portion sizes, healthy options, and ingredients you already have at home. It also gives you the opportunity to shop strategically, creating a precise grocery list that reduces waste, keeps your budget in check, and ensures you only buy what you truly need. Over time, this habit can easily save dozens of dollars each week, and when multiplied across a month, it adds up to significant savings without sacrificing the quality or enjoyment of your meals. To make meal planning even easier and more enjoyable, consider introducing themed nights or a simple rotation of favorites. For example, Meatless Monday or Taco Tuesday can turn planning into a fun and predictable rhythm while keeping things fresh. You can also batch cook staples like grains, roasted vegetables, or sauces in advance, so weekday meals are quicker to assemble and healthier than grabbing something on the go. Many of my viewers have found that meal planning encourages creativity in the kitchen, turning it from a chore into a satisfying weekly ritual. Beyond the financial benefits, it fosters a sense of calm and control over your life, no more last-minute scrambling or wasted groceries. By the end of the month, you'll notice not only the extra money left in your account, but also the added elegance and ease that comes from having your meals thoughtfully arranged, ready to nourish both your body and your budget. Habit number 3 is called the one in, one out rule, and it's a deceptively simple habit that has a huge impact on both your spending and your environment. The principle is straightforward. Every time you bring a new item into your home, whether it's clothing, decor, books, or even kitchen gadgets, one existing item must leave. This habit forces you to think carefully about what you truly value and prevents unnecessary accumulation of things you don't need. It's easy to fall into the trap of buying something because it's on sale, trendy, or simply sparks excitement in the moment, only to have it sit unused in a closet or drawer. By consciously pairing each new purchase with the removal of an existing item, you create a natural check on impulse buying, encourage mindful consumption, and foster a living space that feels organized, airy, and intentional. Over time, the one in, one out rule cultivates a sense of balance and elegance in your home, making it not just a place to live, but a reflection of thoughtful living. The beauty of this habit is that it's not about deprivation, it's about creating space for what truly matters. Let's say you buy a new jacket you love. Instead of letting it crowd your closet alongside a dozen similar items, you choose one piece you no longer wear and donate it or pass it along. This act of deliberate letting go not only keeps your possessions manageable, but also brings joy and clarity each time you open your closet or enter a room. The habit extends beyond clothing, too. Books you've read, decor that no longer inspires, or kitchen tools you never use can all find new homes, reducing clutter while indirectly saving you money by discouraging repeat purchases of items you already own. Over months and years, this simple practice transforms your relationship with belongings, teaching patience, discernment, and a deeper appreciation for the things you truly love, all while helping you spend less and live more elegantly. Habit number 4 is one of the most powerful, yet often overlooked money habits: automating your savings. This is the classic pay yourself first principle, and it works beautifully because it removes the temptation to spend what you might otherwise save. Instead of waiting to see what's left over at the end of the month, which is often nothing, set up automatic transfers from your checking account to a dedicated savings or investment account on the day you get paid. Even a small amount, like $25 or $50 per paycheck, can accumulate surprisingly fast thanks to the magic of compounding. The key here is consistency. By making your savings automatic, you're treating it like a non-negotiable bill, which subtly rewires your financial habits. Over time, not only do you build a growing cushion of security, but you also gain peace of mind knowing that your money is quietly working for you, even when you're not actively thinking about it. Beyond the financial benefits, automating your savings has a psychological edge. You don't see the money, so you don't feel it disappear, which eliminates the stress and decision fatigue that comes with manually setting aside funds each month. It encourages a mindset of discipline without rigidity, giving you the freedom to spend wisely on what truly matters while knowing that your future is secure. Many people are surprised by how quickly they adjust to living with slightly less disposable cash in their checking account because the habit becomes second nature, almost invisible. Over time, this approach instills confidence and a sense of control over your finances. When paired with other spending habits, automated savings ensures that you are not only preventing unnecessary expenses, but also actively building wealth in an elegant, intentional way that fits seamlessly into your everyday life. Habit number 5 is a modern twist on a classic budgeting technique, the cash envelope system. This method has been around for decades, originally using physical envelopes to allocate cash for specific spending categories like groceries, dining out, entertainment, or shopping. The principle is simple, but incredibly effective. By giving each category a fixed amount, You create a tangible limit on your spending. The beauty of this system is that it turns budgeting from an abstract concept into something you can see and feel. In today's digital world, you don't have to carry stacks of cash. Many banks and apps now allow you to create digital envelopes or separate accounts for each category, giving the same sense of control without the hassle of cash. The key is consistency. Allocating money at the start of the month and adhering to those limits builds discipline, reduces impulse purchases, and keeps your overall spending in check. Beyond the practical aspect of controlling expenses, the envelope system encourages mindfulness and awareness in how you use your money. Every purchase becomes a conscious choice, and you start to notice patterns in your spending that may have gone unnoticed before. For example, you may discover that your dining out envelope is consistently empty halfway through the month, prompting creative adjustments such as cooking more at home or exploring cost-effective alternatives. Visualizing your budget in this way also brings a sense of satisfaction. Watching your allocated funds last the entire month can feel like a small but meaningful victory. Over time, this habit instills both financial discipline and elegance in how you manage resources, proving that thoughtful limits don't restrict your lifestyle but instead enhance your control, confidence, and peace of mind while helping you spend less. Habit number 6 is all about creating intentional, no-spend days, and it's one of the most surprisingly effective ways to reduce unnecessary expenses while cultivating creativity and mindfulness. The idea is simple. Designate 1 or 2 days each week where you commit to spending absolutely nothing. No coffee runs, no online browsing for deals, no impulse purchases of any kind. At first, it may feel challenging, even a little restrictive, but the key is to approach it as a fun and empowering challenge rather than a punishment. These days become opportunities to explore activities that cost nothing, yet bring joy, fulfillment, and even a touch of elegance to your life. You might go for a long walk in nature, read a book you've been meaning to finish, experiment with a new recipe using ingredients you already have, or simply enjoy quiet reflection at home. Over time, these no-spend days create a ripple effect, influencing your spending choices on other days and helping you become far more intentional about every purchase you make. The benefits of this habit extend beyond money saved. It encourages mindfulness and self-discipline, teaching you to distinguish between genuine needs and fleeting wants. You may begin to notice patterns in your daily life, how often small, automatic purchases add up, or how much you rely on convenience spending out of habit rather than necessity. By consciously stepping back from your usual spending routines, you create space to reflect on your priorities, align your choices with your values, and find contentment in experiences rather than possessions. Many who adopt this habit report a sense of calm and accomplishment that goes far beyond the dollars saved, as it fosters a stronger connection to your environment, your time, and your personal rhythm. Over weeks and months, no-spend days quietly but powerfully reshape your relationship with money, helping you spend less while feeling richer in focus, creativity, and deliberate living. Habit number 7 is all about auditing your subscriptions, and it's a habit that can save hundreds of dollars each year without requiring you to give up anything you actually use or enjoy. In today's world, it's easy to sign up for streaming services, digital magazines, apps, or membership programs, and then forget about them entirely. These small, recurring charges, often only $5 or $10 a month, can quietly accumulate into a significant drain on your budget, a phenomenon known as subscription creep. The solution is simple. Dedicate 15 minutes every few months to review all your active subscriptions. Take a careful look at each one, ask yourself if you still use it regularly, and consider whether the value justifies the cost. Cancel anything that no longer serves your lifestyle, and don't hesitate to downgrade plans or switch to free alternatives when possible. This small, intentional habit empowers you to reclaim money that is often silently disappearing from your accounts, and it also encourages a more thoughtful approach to the services you choose to invest in. Beyond the financial impact, auditing your subscriptions fosters clarity and control over your monthly spending. Many people are shocked when they see the total sum of forgotten or underused subscriptions. It's a wake-up call that creates momentum for other financial habits. Using apps, spreadsheets, or even simple reminders can make this process seamless and stress-free, ensuring you maintain awareness without turning it into a chore. Over time, this habit encourages a proactive, deliberate mindset around recurring expenses, allowing you to focus your resources on what truly enhances your life rather than what accumulates passively. The elegance of this practice lies in its simplicity, a brief, quarterly check-in that yields both tangible savings and a deeper sense of financial awareness, reinforcing the other habits in this series and helping you spend less while staying fully in control of your money. Habit number 8 is what I like to call the elegant enough mindset, and it's all about redefining how you think about value, quality, and spending. Too often, we fall into the trap of assuming that only the most expensive or brand new items are worthwhile, or conversely, that saving money always means compromising on quality. The elegant enough mindset encourages balance. It's about finding that sweet spot where something is high quality, functional, and enjoyable, without automatically paying a premium for a label or chasing the latest trends. This approach applies to everything from clothing and accessories to home decor and everyday essentials. By asking yourself, is this good enough to meet my needs beautifully? Before making a purchase, you start to focus on thoughtful selection rather than mindless accumulation. Over time, this habit trains you to prioritize substance over hype, making every purchase intentional, sustainable, and elegant. Adopting this mindset also opens the door to smart, creative solutions that save money without sacrificing style or comfort. For example, gently used items, previous season models, or high-quality generic brands can often provide the same utility and aesthetic satisfaction as premium-priced alternatives. You may discover that a classic coat from last year's collection or a well-made book from a secondhand shop can bring just as much joy as something brand new. This habit encourages discernment, teaching you to recognize true value rather than being swayed by marketing or social pressure. Beyond financial savings, it cultivates a deeper sense of satisfaction with the possessions you already have, reducing the constant urge to chase new items. By practicing the elegant enough mindset consistently, you spend less, appreciate more, and create a lifestyle that feels both intentional and effortlessly sophisticated, proving that elegance is as much about thoughtful choices as it is about appearances. Habit number 9 is all about creating a pause and reflect morning routine, and it's one of the most subtle yet powerful ways to transform your relationship with money and possessions. So often, our mornings begin with a rush, checking emails, scrolling social media, or instinctively opening shopping apps, all before we've even had a chance to set our intentions for the day. By intentionally carving out 5 minutes each morning to pause, breathe, and reflect, you shift the focus from reactive spending to mindful living. This can be as simple as sitting quietly with a cup of coffee, listing 3 things you're grateful for, or journaling about what truly matters to you. When you start the day grounded in gratitude and intention, the impulse to spend on unnecessary items diminishes naturally because you're connecting with contentment rather than craving. Over time, this small, daily practice creates a ripple effect, influencing your decisions, your purchases, and even your attitude toward wealth, reminding you that elegance is as much about presence as it is about possessions. In addition to reducing impulse spending, the pause and reflect routine fosters a deeper sense of appreciation for what you already have. As you consistently acknowledge the abundance and quality in your life, the need to chase after material items diminishes, replaced by a quiet confidence and satisfaction that cannot be bought. This habit also encourages deliberate choices in other areas of your life: how you spend your time, whom you spend it with, and what experiences you prioritize, because it reminds you that intentional living is a holistic practice. Over weeks and months, pausing each morning becomes second nature, an elegant ritual that keeps your mind centered and your spending mindful. By starting your day with this intentional pause, you strengthen the foundation for all the other habits in this series, ensuring that every financial decision you make is guided by clarity, purpose, and a true sense of contentment. Habit number 10 is perhaps the most powerful of all because it ties every other habit together: tracking one number weekly. This doesn't have to be complicated or overwhelming. It's simply about choosing a single metric that matters most to you and paying attention to it consistently. It could be your total weekly spending, the amount you manage to save, or even a snapshot of your net worth. The act of tracking creates awareness, which is the cornerstone of intentional spending. By dedicating just 5 minutes every Sunday to log your chosen number, you develop a clear picture of your financial patterns, spot opportunities for improvement, and celebrate small wins along the way. This habit transforms abstract financial goals into concrete, manageable steps, giving you insight and control over your money without obsessing over every detail. Over time, this simple weekly check-in reinforces all the other habits, from mindful shopping to no-spend days, because it allows you to see the direct impact of your actions in real numbers. Beyond the numbers themselves, tracking one metric cultivates a mindset of accountability and reflection that is incredibly empowering. It encourages you to make adjustments thoughtfully, rather than reacting impulsively or emotionally to spending urges. Perhaps you notice that meal planning is saving more than you expected, or that a subscription you canceled freed up funds for something more meaningful. This ongoing awareness builds confidence, showing that small, consistent habits compound into noticeable results. More than just a budgeting tool, this practice instills a sense of mastery over your finances, creating freedom instead of restriction. When you combine this habit with the 9 others we've discussed, from the 24-hour rule to the elegant enough mindset, you end up with a holistic, elegant approach to spending less, saving more, and living intentionally. In essence, tracking one number weekly turns mindfulness into measurable progress, making all your efforts feel tangible, rewarding, and deeply satisfying. As we wrap up, let's take a moment to revisit the 10 habits we've explored today. From the 24-hour rule that curbs impulse purchases, to meal planning Sundays that save both time and money, to the one-in, one-out rule that keeps your home elegant and clutter-free, each habit is designed to help you spend less while living beautifully. Automating your savings and using the cash envelope system bring discipline and awareness to your finances, while monthly, no-spend days and subscription audits create clarity and control over your spending. The elegant enough mindset and the pause and reflect morning routine encourage mindfulness, gratitude, and intentionality. And finally, tracking one number weekly ties everything together, giving you measurable insight into the impact of your choices. Each habit may seem small on its own, but together, they form a powerful system that allows you to manage your money with confidence, elegance, and intention. The most important thing to remember is that you don't have to implement all 10 habits at once. Start with 1 or 2 that resonate most with you and build from there. The goal is progress, not perfection, and even small, consistent steps can lead to significant results over time. I encourage you to reflect on which habit feels most attainable right now and to begin there, whether it's automating your savings, pausing before purchases, or creating your first no-spend day. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. I'd love to hear which habits resonate with you and how you're putting them into practice. And of course, if you found value in this video, please like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss tips on living intentionally and elegantly. Remember, true elegance isn't measured by how much you spend. It's about living with awareness, intention, and beauty in every choice you make. Until next time, may your days be mindful, your choices deliberate, and your life beautifully balanced.